Hi, Kendi Leone here with your non-live audio session. Today is Tuesday, the 2nd of November 2021. Looking at your date of birth, you're born on the 16th of the 9th, 1990. You're a Virgo. Virgos are stepping out of their comfort zone, and many have. This whole year, 2021, has been such an eye-opener, particularly for this star sign who like structure and order and honesty, and they like things to go in a certain way. 2021 has really sort of made many Virgos stop and think, is this what I want for myself? Is this the direction that I want to go? Is this the relationship or the career path? And a lot of Virgos have spent this year, 2021, figuring that out. And I'm hoping that you're one of those Virgos that sort of comes out of this year going, I made it. I adapted, I adjusted, and I've made it. 2022 is looking good for your star sign. You're an earth energy, and next year is an earth energy. So what 2022 will promise is it'll be kinder and more supportive of earth signs. So Virgo, what is there? Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus, these three signs hopefully will be in for a very stable, healing and healthy growth spurt year. And it is, the year itself in numerology is a vibrational 6. Which is great. It means it's a year, there's probably going to be stability with the pandemic, so maybe the disease they'll get on top of it. My hope is they'll get on top of other diseases as well. I'm focused on, okay, let's hope that we can have some major breakthroughs with the other serious diseases that are also raging in our world. Emotionally, it should be a very stabilizing year for you. So I'm hoping you'll come into 2022 and you will feel more stable. You'll make stable decisions that will support you throughout all of 2022. 2023 is going to be a water year, and for a Virgo, that will bring up relationship, family, babies, marriages, divorces, all that sort of thing. So 2023 could be the year that you are confronted with your heart feelings, whereas 2022, it's about what ideas you can turn into reality. So very strong. So I don't think it'll suck to be a Virgo in 2022. You're day 7. You learn life the hard way. Honest, mature, perceptive, and you learn from your mistakes. You're built that way. A day 7 personality they make the best teachers and counsellors, and would you believe people in public service like police, fire, rescue, all those areas. So a day 7 Virgo usually do end up finding themselves in jobs or in life, being the carer, being the strength, being the one, to make the tough calls and decisions and to carry the burdens at time. But you're built to. That's the beauty of what it reveals about you. Your path in life is a 7. A lot of people that get a pathway 7 love travel, love to move, need constant stimulation and adventure in their life. And they love, love, love to learn. So, having a pathway 7 and being a 7, you're built to survive this life that you've chosen, this lifetime. You're built to learn from it, to grow strong from it, and to make it your own. So I'm hoping at the end of your life you'll go, wow, I achieved my goals that I set out this lifetime. You are a soul 8, and that means you have a purpose. You didn't just come down here to, try things and see how they fit. You actually came down with a very decisive goal in your life. A lot of soul 8 Virgos, they want family, they want a strong loving relationship. They usually want if it's not a business, because that's very possible, they want a career path where they're making a difference in some way in their community. As you get older, so if you've spent your first 30 years of your life, falling in love, having kids, or just doing the things that you do, your next 30 years is going to be very interesting. So as you grow, your capacity for charity, humility, to the desire to help, and support people that can't help and support themselves, that's actually going to get stronger. And like I said, you're a soul 8. You're built for success. No matter what life throws at you, you're built for success. I don't know if you're thinking or contemplating making babies, or you're done, but family is a very big deal. In 2022, your numbers are saying, get out there, make the changes you want, make the decisions you want. So 2022 does look like, for you, with your birth numbers, your predictive numbers, it does look like family, creating stability with family, helping family out, helping to make changes. Oh yes, it's going to be a lot about your personal relationships. So in 2022, your numbers are suggesting that you'll be seeking more stability, more protection, more growth, more healing. Overall, it says that you'll probably make some further changes to acquire those things. A 445 in prediction can suggest people will move house, move town, change job, or change the way they parent, or the way they eat, drink, So it's a strong year for change. And for you, change will bring stability. So that's a good note. In 2023, it's a water year. Virgos, it's matters of the heart and relationships, whereas your numerology says that if you bravely make the changes this year, you will create stability. And it's 2023 that will probably see a lot more success for you. It says you come into 2023 passionate, creative, rebellious, ready for change. Your path, the same. It's, you'll have a path in life, or in the next 2 years, that, you'll be ready for change. You'll be able to cope with the change. So whether this year, 2022 coming up, is your teething year to iron out all the problems, or 2023 suggests, she's raring to go, passionate and motivated, and the path is a different one that she's usually walked upon, but her soul, your soul will enjoy great love and healing, and even spirituality, spiritual growth and emotional growth, absolutely. But it does suggest that you're going to go down a different road. So in your birth numbers, this next 2 years are very important to your soul, So next year, family, stability, success, being in the right places at the right time. And that's to get you to 2023, where you'll make these great changes that I think you'll go, now I can settle in, now I can be happy and get on with my life again. So very strong numbers. The totems that represent you throughout this next 12 to 18 months, you're carrying Owl as your totem now. And Owl means that you're going through this very mature, and I don't know how psychic you are, but this very mature, sensitive and perceptive stage. So your psychic abilities will be strong in this next cycle. Being a Virgo, you might just get feelings and vibes, and like people or don't like people, or don't want to go to places or do want to. So trust your earthly psychic instincts. But Owl says that the masks are off. You'll be very aware who's telling truths and who's not. You'll be aware of who you can trust and who you can't. So yeah, you'll have a lot of, I think in this next cycle, I think you're protecting yourself a lot more, you know, and I think you're wizened up to certain people and situations. Now, our is a period of studying and learning and acquiring more wisdom and knowledge. Now, it can be in any area. So you could go in this next cycle and you want to do further learning, higher learning, or you might want to attend some specialised workshops, or you're just on a research mission. You know, so with Google, the way the Google is these days and the internet, you don't need a degree to go off and learn something that you're interested in. There's enough information out there now that people can self-teach. So ours is a time of attaining wisdom but being wise, growing in maturity but coming into the year more wiser, starting to see people for the way they are. Masks are off. A desire for learning, a desire for travel. So yeah, it could be a very strong, adventurous year. Owl also tells me there may be an older female watching over you too, because when owl's in a person's reading, there may be spirit forces, and you may have spirit forces on both a mum and a dad side, but I'm wondering if you have ever felt a connection to an older woman, because owls, you're being guided by truth and justice, and that's interesting. So there's an older woman up there that is definitely very keen to make sure you're okay and that things are going your way. So that's lovely. Your challenge in this next cycle is hummingbird. That's interesting because hummingbird represents love, romantic love, romantic or authentic love, friendship, things like that. So people that you can love, people that you can give your heart to and trust and have in your life in a very positive way. It's your challenge. So what that means is sometimes when we have hummingbird in the challenging, we've been hurt or betrayed, or we've been let down, and we find it hard to trust or open ourselves up. So the message is very clear from your guides in this next cycle. Open yourself up. Let new people in, let new experiences. If you're happy in love, good, nurture it, take care of it, be kind to each other and be more loving. Don't be angry, don't look for drama, and learn to trust. But if you're single, it's telling you to drop all your, the negative belief that you can't trust anyone new. It's telling you to open your heart. And if those areas are good, well, it might be telling you that in friendship or other family. So hummingbird is calling to you to be more open and loving and trusting. That's a tough one in our world, isn't it? But your guides believe you can, and they want you to. The message is coming from Hawk. Now, this is a male on dad's side. So we've got a strong masculine force coming in from the spirit world. Hawk is a message that there is this strong male presence that will guide you, watch over you and keep you safe. All right, so whether he's a part of your dad's family, ancestral, or even a friend, because sometimes if it's not on dad's side, it can be a strong male presence in our lives that's now in spirit. Hawk is many messages to you. You're being protected when you travel. You're being protected if you need to face anyone and fight a battle or speak a truth. Your guides are standing behind you throughout this whole year to say, Kendi, speak your truth, be true, speak up, we've got you. So that's a very good omen. Now, Hawk tells us safe travels, so enjoy any travel that's coming up. Check your heart, make sure it isn't a bit battered and bruised and mistrustful, and shake that off. All right, let the true loving, compassionate and caring, because your numbers suggest that you're a very empathetic and compassionate person. You're very intuitive throughout this next cycle, and there's a feeling you're going to learn some more. I asked you guides, what do you want Kendi to surrender in this next year to make her happy? The first card that came up was surrender to prayer. Your guides they're very keen for you to connect to them a bit more. Give yourself over completely to prayer. Speak often to your loved ones in spirit and to the guides and even your faith that you believe in. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and believe it or not, the message is from them that your answers will come and support will arrive. It's a beautiful card. It suggests that your guides are going to gather very closely around you in this next cycle. And you've just got to talk to them. You've got to let them know. They can't mind read it. It's an assumption. People think that all our guides can hear every thought in our head. That's not true. They need to see us communicating with them, whether we speak out loud or we call to them, and then we feel them, we visualize them and communicate in that way. So yeah, your guides are sort of saying, Kendi, we're here. We want to help you. We want to support you. They want you to surrender to trust. They want you to trust yourself more in your decisions. They don't want you to be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do in this upcoming year. Your guides believe between them and you, you've got this in any decision you're making. Take action and be confident that you've chosen the right path when you do make these decisions. And I think it goes with the fact that in 2022, you're trying to create more stability and health and protection and happiness in your life by knowing there has to be some changes that occur. So I think these two messages are fitting with your numerology. So you could be in a cycle where, bang, you're on the right path. Now, surrender your belief in scarcity. This is a great card. Your guides are saying, look, be open to the infinite nature of abundance throughout this upcoming cycle. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and you can start to succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Beautiful card. Usually tells us that if you've had any financial hardships, if you've faced almost the brink of bankruptcy or you've lost financially, to get this card is a sign that you're going to do very well financially in this upcoming cycle. But you've got to have a bit of faith and you've got to have a bit of belief that you can and you will succeed and that you will be financially okay. I think if we put fear out there, a fear of losing everything, we actually put that energy out there, and believe it or not, that can ruin people getting a job or a business succeeding. So your guides are saying, no, time for success. Now your crystals pretty much fit as well. We've got emerald now, earning an income doing what you like. So your guides are pretty excited, thinking that you're going to be on the right career or business path in this upcoming cycle. You'll start drawing more authentic people to you, and if there is any business or job stuff going on, to have emerald in this position suggests that you're going to work with a great bunch of people, authentic. There'll be less bullying, narcissists and sabotage in this upcoming cycle. Yay! What do you need more of? Well, again, here we go. We've got a strong male coming in from the spirit world going, I'm keeping an eye on her. I'm encouraging her to stay strong, be independent, and it's like this spirit is saying, she's got this. She's got this. She's just got to believe in herself. Blue tiger's eye is when we get motivated and we choose a path and we finally go down that path. All right, so with courage and conviction, determination, and a strong masculine guide, male guide in spirit. And sometimes us girls need that. We need the males in spirit that assigned to us, to give us that sort of courage to physically move forward. Message from your guides, watermelon tourmaline, is that you're removing those emotional blocks and really coming into a cycle where there's healthy and loving relationships. The message on the card is when somebody finds their soulmate and they're pretty happy, or you have a beautiful child and you know that child has been with you many lifetimes. And look, the same thing with animals as well, and even places. I know people that will never leave their town because every lifetime that has been their roots. Do you know what I mean? And they don't leave. Watermelon tourmaline is suggesting in this next cycle, you find a lot of things to love. People, place, work, all those sort of things. And you're going to settle in. All right, so there's a lot of healing going on, which is very promising. All right, so lots of strong messages there. Let's have a look at what the cards have to say regarding the next 12 months, shall we? All right, so coming into 2022, lovely card, represents you'll be nostalgic and enjoying catch-ups with friends or family. It's a time, I think you'll come into next year remembering the people that matter the most to you. Now, there could be memorials, or there could be just some beautiful gatherings as you remember those that have passed, or you're just having some good social events. Being the Six of Cups as a personality, this next 12 months is looking at your past so that you don't repeat the mistakes again. So you'll come into this next year, I think, definitely wiser and not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past, and looking back to learn, enjoying reunions and reconciliations. And the Hangman is, maybe this next year will further change your perspective on life. You've got the Hangman, which is when you can let go, when you can make the right sacrifices and changes for your happiness. A lot of people get these two cards together, and the message, if it's a message from your loved ones, it's time to let the past go. It's time to move on. It's time to embrace the new opportunities coming your way. If there's been failure, if you have been let down, if things didn't go according to plan, you've learnt, you're growing, you're learning, you're growing, you're healing. And your guides want you to know they'll be with you. A relationship will be very important to you. It says, what's the environment like in this upcoming year? Your focus will be on this King of Wands. He's a very important person in your life. Most women, it's a love interest. Kings of Wands are affectionate and loving and loyal, hardworking and setting goals. So this male that is very important to you in this upcoming year, he's got and is setting some good goals. Well done. There's travel. I don't know if you've recently been traveling or you've already put the plans in play. But it does say, there is this period of travel and movement, being around water, being on water even. There might be houseboats and good fun times ahead. It does say that you're moving away from problems, that you're moving away from people and situations. The Ace of Swords is one of the major factors throughout this next cycle. Now, this card has come up with the vaccination issues that are going on in Australia at the moment. And it's either telling us that you're vaxxed and you're making the decision, and because of that you're allowing yourself to get out and about and move around and have more of a life. Or it could be telling us that you are confronted by these issues in this next cycle. But anything going on in pandemic language, you're moving forward, you're a lot healthier, a lot happier, and you're able to make more decisions with your life. Now, any legal matters will go well in this next cycle. Any form of justice will work in your favour. If there is going to be health, there could be minor procedures, minor surgical procedures, or these days they knock you out for tests, don't they? But it's a good omen. All right, so you win more battles than you'll lose in this upcoming cycle. House and property is a big deal, and you're coming into a cycle. I don't know if you're settling into a new place or you're just starting to think about a new place, but matters dealing with the house, your home, come up. But you're making some good decisions there. Looking further afield in this upcoming 18-month cycle, that's when we've got a plan. Sometimes we're going to go for another different kind of job, or we're going to study, or we're going to look at a place further away to live. You're making some big life-changing decisions. It's not bad. Someone around you may be stood down, or they're choosing to stand down, but there's going to be some decisions made regarding particular jobs in this next cycle there. We celebrate, there's going to be the celebration of the birth of a child, healthy, exciting, lovely, all good stuff. And I don't know if you've felt trapped and you felt unhappy, but this next 12 months suggests that you do the work. Do the work on your heart. Do the work on relationships. If you've been feeling, or if you notice in this next 12 months that you're unhappy regarding love and relationship, or a partner is unhappy, this is the year that's coming to help. This is the year to bring the changes. There are 2 golden males around you in spirit, so there's not just one. The cards are picking up another older male. So we've got an older male and a separate from him another male. So these 2 males are very strong in your environment. As mentioned, the males that are now in spirit or have been in spirit for a long time, they're coming in to give you some balls, some strength, some courage to get you through. Now, if you've got a strong male in your life and he's a bit fed up with the direction his work has taken, somebody could be starting a business or picking up where they left off. But I do like matters dealing with somebody being the boss. So if it's not a business, it definitely will be promotion. Again, if you're not happy where you're living, if you're not happy with the way your house is, it could be a year. You're a Virgo. You could have a massive declutter, minimalise and clear out, or you could decide, I'm not happy here, I want to move. Work and study and hard work and sweat and tears will bring great rewards. The cards at the bottom of this suggest that in this next cycle, someone's in a job that they're going to retire in, meaning a long-term permanent career path. Better money, better working conditions. Think, geez, that's good. I'm not sure if you're interested in studying health or working in health, or you've got this long plan goal. But yeah, anything to do with health looks good. Around you, like I said, there may be people stood down or losing their job. It's a tough time, isn't it? With the vaccinations becoming mandatory by, I think, December. Oh, there's going to be a few people out of work. And I don't approve of the forcing people, but I'm fully back, so I want to go to Ireland. I want to get on with my life. I consulted my guides and they said, nah, you're fine. You're not going to turn into a zombie in a year. But you may have people around you that are refusing to get, and they may be just refusing on principle because they're being forced to. A lot of people will happily volunteer to get the jab, but they want that right, don't they? Around you, the reason I'm talking about it with you is around you. There could be jobs, people stood down, and big dramas there. You'll celebrate overcoming some financial burden. It sort of suggests that you'll have the money, whether it's, sometimes we want another child, sometimes we want to move house, sometimes we just want a holiday. The money you spend will be well worth it. It's suggesting that. Be wary of particular people around you in this next cycle. So the warnings of the year to come, yes, there could be issues with people getting stood down, and there could be a few legal dramas and battles around. You look relatively good. If you're not happy where you're living, there could be a big shift and a move. You'll love catching up with people, so there's a bit of reunion. It's time to let go of the past, and if you're interested in doing further studies or workshops involving alternative spiritual or even conventional health, this will be a very good year for that. Around you, though it does talk about people getting caught up in those unhealthy relationships, affairs. So the warning is there may be people in your life in this next cycle that are not going to stay in your life. They're wishy-washy. They make all these promises. They bring all this charismatic energy, and they just don't follow through. So there could be someone in your life that you might go, no, I'm not giving up my life for you, or I'm not going to make the changes you want me to. So there's some big decisions to come. Other than that, though, everything else looks quite promising. Let's have a look at other gossip. So as we enter this month, The Hierophant is with you now, meaning that there could be delays, health delays, cancelled plans, trips may not go as you had hoped. And if somebody around you is looking or trying to travel to visit their doctors or specialists, we're still in a country divided. We're still in a country that has borders that are dividing each other. So even though there are big parts of Australia that are open and trying to live with the virus and get on with life, and there are still other states that are going no. So there could still be delays, there could still be plans that don't go according. So keep an eye on November. But December though, oh, you've got celebrations, holidays, happiness. There might even be a wedding, but there's great times ahead. So December's very lovely and very positive. As we exit out of 2021 and you go into 2022, you are looking to support another female in your life with work. So there may be a younger female that you're close to, and she may not be happy with study. She may be ready to go out there in life and get a job. So you might find yourself mentoring and supporting a younger female that you're close to. And it sort of suggests, oh, let her go and get a job. And this is an important female in your life. And the feeling is that she might go back to study, or she gets a career path that is what she exactly wants. As February comes along, you know, again, you've got the same cards that say, I'm not happy here. So you may find yourself restless and not wanting to live in the house or the place that you are. So it's saying, well, if you're not happy, maybe think about making some changes. Get your thoughts going. Another strong female in your life, I don't know if you've got any daughters, but another gets a wish. So there's this other strong female, if you've got daughters or sisters, but a wish comes true all in, what's that, November, December, January, February, March. March might be a time to gather, catch up with friends. Everything might go according to plan. Someone may give birth to a little girl too. April brings a little bit of trouble and a bit of battle with a young Knight of Swords. It just says he comes in and the trouble starts. So let's keep an eye on April, shall we? Battles with certain people, dramas, people come in and leave, you know. So April for you, keep an eye on it. It could be a drama month. May talks about pregnancy, and I don't know if somebody's going through IVF or that's the month they find out they're preggy. But yeah, some exciting stuff. So May, very important. Friendships are challenged though next year, so there'll be certain people in your life that you will go, I don't want to be a part of it. There could be dramas, and you may know someone that's having a bugger of a time conceiving, miscarriaging, or IVF failing. But like I said, always say when I see these cards, you never give up. Never give up. As July rolls around, you'll be happy in relationship, and there definitely feels like some success, or if not business, it's house. August talks about a new job for the King of Pentacles in your life. And September next year talks about a doctor, and somebody could be confronted with having twins. So, ooh, interesting. So there could be added additions, more than people thought. Overall, the wheel is turning more in your favour than against. You have ideas with money, finance, or anything to do with business or anything like that. You're going to be on the right path. As mentioned, an older male and a younger male seem to be guiding this family in this next cycle. There's love and relationship, and any younger females and males you're close to. A lot of discussion about moves and somebody not wanting to go on and finish studies but getting a job. So there's a lot of shifting going on. Now, that fits with your numerology. So guess who's going to be Mama Bear to everybody? You. So look after yourself. Make sure people aren't demanding too much of you. Open your heart and let the good in. You deserve it, young lady. All the best, hon. Take care.